my channel. Our video for today talks about an awareness video about the 4 pillars of education. The teacher is responsible to obtain and give the knowledge and skills from their generation to give to the generation coming. Doing so, the teacher ensures the survival of human and its life. In fact, by their training and dedication, teacher becomes the key to quality education. Knowledge such as wisdom, moral, and ethical values can be learned through teacher. To ensure the correct development of their students, the teacher can first ensure each student are having the proper education and a safe environment. Another method is to provide teaching and that the learning method is taught as efficient, as well as to prepare the students with the necessary knowledge, character, skills for higher education and to live in the society. Every time that I encounter these kinds of attitudes and skills they have in their professionals, it makes me realize and think how hard to be like them as great teachers and how do they act and think appropriately with their students. As a future educator, I can say that the teacher who act and think appropriately in their society are the best one because they are much esteemed in the society as they elevate the living standards of people and they are like the building blocks of society who educates people and make them better human beings. Teachers impart the knowledge and values on learners with the intention of creating self-sufficient, articulate, socially responsive, resilient, and active citizens of the world. I believe that a future educator have the ability to change lives for the better. They can act as a support system that is lacking elsewhere in the students' lives. They can be a role model and an inspiration to go further and to dream bigger. They hold the students accountable for their successes and failures, and good teachers won't let their talented students get away with that, living up to their full potential. Teachers of all walks of life and subjects have the ability to shape opinions and help form ideas about the society, life, and personal goals. The teachers, on the other hand, should always be aware on how they can assist their students when they need help. The 4 pillars of education serve as a guiding principles in developing the students who have a broad mind. The 4 pillars of education are important and necessary to acquire knowledge and obtain values lost in society by the uncontrolled enlargement of the world. I agree that the pillar learning to know applies as teachers need to learn to understand the world around and feel the desire to explore more and research so that our intellectual curiosity starts growing. Once curiosity grows, that desire to explore takes us to develop our creativity through the analysis and reasoning and pondering on a matter of something that we have started to know. How we may develop more these senses of intellectual curiosity, creativity, and analysis in us and in the students. There are many chances, some of which I have experienced as a student. Some could be by applying and investigations to enrich our lives as teachers and enlighten and enrich the lives of our students to help them be well prepared to face the changes of the professional and the personal life. Next is the learning to do. Learning to do is the skill that helps us be the best that we can be at what we do. Learning to do it well and to precisely know the steps to make it. Learning to do is also very important because we need to be able to know how to do things, being able to make difficult decisions, and also being able to work closely with others and in the society we are in. Learning to live This will help them to be prepared for the future to have a good interpersonal relations. The next one is learning to be. Learning to be is also our duty to help the students to discover and make them to be realize who they are and how important and special beings they are, so that they will value themselves, they will value other members of their family, and will also be a good citizens as they value any person in the society. So as a future educators, it is our duty to prepare our students for life, providing them with any of the skills and tools they will need to hopefully succeed in everything they do. These skills cannot be narrowed down to the knowledge they might get from books. We need methods to teach them to encounter different situations in life, situations that might not be in any lesson the classroom might provide. Our society is growing into a larger scale. We are a global community, and this community is demanding more from us than it ever did before. Teach them for life, that is what we should be doing and what many educators believe is the way to go. The UNESCO identifies the 4 pillars of education as the key for our young generation. The children should learn to be, learning to know, learning to live together, and learn to do. As teachers, I think we need to be the best examples of living this at school and wherever we are. Not only when students are in front, we need to learn to be. We are teachers, but sometimes we teach this kind of things better by example than by theory. What I mean is that we need to live what we teach as we try our best in applying these 4 pillars, which I have found are fundamental for teachers to know. I think and feel that we will prepare the best citizens, persons, and professionals of